Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most, and got the W.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. You know, if we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Čau. Nu ko? Uzspēlēsim basīti.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Derrick Rose.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient with your shot selection. He played smart basketball today.
Uzspēlēsim basīti. Opā! Tātad, čau visiem atpakaļ. Kā neļausim tālāk. Teks. Šitas te bišķiņ izmaiņas. Neuztaisīju profilu Facebookā, bet lapu. Kanāliņam aprakstā varat atrast arī linku uz viņu. Tā būs labāk nekā profils. Kaut kā tā. Tā būs labāk nekā profils. Nu, vismaz es tā uzskatu. Redzēsim, kā sanāks. Tā, kur ir skaņa? Like, ļoti labi. Ļoti labi, ka kādam like. Šitā būs normāli. Tā. Nu ko? Rājam to būdu vaļā, ne? Raujam to būdu vaļā un paspēlēsim kādu laiku. Čau, Goldī! Čau, Random LV, čau, LV Gamer, čau, LilaTV, čau, Goldī! Jā, arī tā varu aizsteigāt. Pastīties, kā tev tur iet. Bet, nu, ja tu tik vēlāk aizstrīmo vienīgais, jo, nu, pa dienu strādāju. Vienīgais var ieskatīt apstīties. A ne? Nu, jā.
Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong.
Tieši
do my best to represent Harlem.
Lādējam. Čau, Hero Street. Nu ko? Rausim basīt tālāk. Rausim klālāk basīti, provēsim kaut ko pastrīmot, kādu laiciņu. Nu, ilgi nesanāks, laikam 2 stundiņas sanāk. Rītā darbiņš, bet jā, visiem, kas te atnāca, ir jaunumi, ir ne jaunumi, bet izmaiņas. Nav vairs Facebooka profils, tas tika dzēsts, ir Facebooka lapa, tā ir labāk. Un lapas nosaukumu un vispār lapas principā linku var atrast aprakstā YouTube. Un arī botiņš, man tā liekas, ka viņš metīs ārā kaut kādu. Pastīsimies. Ko, lai lieta būtu gaisā, ne? Lecam laižam. Lecam un laižam.
And the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And for Detroit, Jackson is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Freak is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Bazemore at the small forward position. Jackson made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring
turnovers.
Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Pass to Meeks. Pistons passing it around. And it's Drummond missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good.
Mums ir labi spēlē, neteiksim to par sevi, bet mums ir tiešām labi spēlē.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's Drummond with the drive. Back to Jackson. Harris outside.
No,
here's Drummond. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
Takida bomba.
Jackson against Teague. Here's Freak. Kept alive. Outside for Korver. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Teague. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in assists, 14th in steals, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. It's deflected.
Lociņš, labi. Čau, David.
Teagues it to Bazemore. Shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
NBA ir NBA katrā
ziņā. On their heels
nav
every time
skolas
the ball
spēlīt.
comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, with
Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Paldies, David. Paldies.
Checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Detroit with a change here, too.
All right.
Bullock's checked in.
Galīgi nevar iemest. Laiki. Paldies.
Good on the second free throw. And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Freak.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
No. Met garām.
No good on the free throw.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. and he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
The Hawks making a switch here. Horford's checked in. So he comes up empty, missing both. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Hawks trail by 13. Millsap passes to T. And so a pretty lopsided.
Uz noraidījumu uzmet man, tas nav labi. Galīgi mēs vairs pakāsīsim.
Okay.
O, aprunāsies ar tiesnesi. Nu ir pakaļā. Tā.
Okay, guys, that wasn't the kind of basketball I had in mind, especially on our home court. Let's go over what happened. We've been cold as the Arctic from three-point range. If we're going to stick with that shot, we've got to do more to make sure it's a quality look. Move without the ball, set screens, make an extra pass. There's a lot more problems than that I could mention, but let's not get too spread out. Just know that we're going to need a lot more effort overall in the second half. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. We're a better team than we've shown tonight, and we know that.
Okay,
just start this half with a clean slate, and we'll see what happens.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks. We'll head back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Checking out the game Andre Drummond is having. He has 9 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Čau visiem, čau. No.
On the floor for Detroit, the big men, Tolliver and Drummond. Caldwell Pope out there with Jody Meeks, and it's Harris in at the 3. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Korver kicks to Millsap. Dishes it to Freak and stolen by
Normāli atņēma bumbiņu. Es zinu, jā.
Here's Caldwell Pope and count it.
Tas viss ir normāli.
The chance for one more at the free throw line.
Tas viss normāli.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed
Vakars
in the
vēls.
paint. Really at both ends of the floor.
Gribās kaut ko citu
and guys,
darīt. Tas viss ir normāli.
Cantavius Caldwell Pope, this guy screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a 2-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. On the topic of Caldwell Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going for him. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development.
Drummond dishes to Harris. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Visur bija savas disable? Nē, es nebiju līdz.
Shot is no good. The Pistons go the other way with it.
Nu, pasies kārtīgi, kas tur strādā. Tam pēdējiem linkam jāstrādāja.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, Dievs, karā.
Leading by 16. The pull-up. Here's Meeks, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Meeks got his first points in this one. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Drummond a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Korver. 6 to shoot. Shot off the screen. That's short off the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Move the ball.
Now the pass to Freak, 13 feet away. And he nails the jumper. Freak's got 5. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Splitters checked in for Freak. Humphries comes in for Al Horford. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder.
6 laiki. Kādā ziņā?
So for the Pistons, Andre Drummond comes in for Aaron Baines. And it's Jody Meeks in for Jackson. Freak, he's in at center. Mike Scott out there with Humphries. Then there's Heinrich, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position.
Oh,
so that's the Hawks spot.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Es jau, ok. To jauno, ja to link skaties, viss kārtībā, tas значит, ok.
Pistons leading by 21.
Ai, tas nav labi, tas nav labi, tas nav labi.
Here's Bullock. Kicks to Meeks. He feeds it to Morris. The dish now to Bullock. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Out to the right wing. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That drops.
Oh, Dievs, viņš vēl iemet.
14 points for Johnson.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
You're right. See, there was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more
or less,
whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Fred.
They
love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Drummond. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Steve Blake's checked in for Jody Meeks.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
He's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
To the paint, here's Freak. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It should be a 3-point play. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. And he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over 500.
Bullock kicks to Baines. Tipped away.
Oh, vismaz bumbu atņēma.
Outside Hardaway. Heinrich outside. Passes it to Freak. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Atlanta.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Nu skaidrs, nu, tagad rādīs, ja?
Bullock, good.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And to be taller.
$11 seconds left in the game.
Viņš nemāk sakt. Okay.
Blake up top.
Turēsim.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Es tik sodīgi nospēlēju.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
Well, Andre Drummond asserted himself in a big way in this game. He is a terrifying presence, and tonight he was fully motivated and engaged. His rebounding on both ends of the court has always been sensational. The man was just a monster in the paint.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season.
Katrā ziņā, kas ienākuši izmaiņas, nav vairs Facebook akons, bet ir Facebook lapa. Nu, apakšā pie YouTube's kanālā, kur descriptions, tur ir Facebook lapas links. Varat iet un skatīties.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Bucks. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. Few would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Here's Roden following the basket by Freak, and stolen by Jeff T. Up the floor. Bazemore gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Roden. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job. He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
He dishes it to Williams. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team
Jēziņ, beidziet ricināt grozu.
That one is off. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
The Hawks making a switch here. Scott's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Sure, Alfonso. Sure.
Roden with it. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air. Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The dish now to Scott. Hawks passing it around. Here's Freak. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And it became clear that thinking about the Knicks again. I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Pretinieki vienmēr, protams, ka pretinieki viņš spēlēt
some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Pagaidām ir neizšķirts kā tur
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
1 second left. It's a tie game.
15 neizšķirts.
Back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Neizšķirts pagaidām.
And some tough time for the Knicks. We listen to gRmLatvia. It's clear he's invested.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here.
Ar Alfonso katrā ziņā ir tāda lieta kā Facebook kā lapa, nevis Facebook aklons, bet Facebook lapa. Facebook lapa, kur būs visi nākamie strīmi parādīti, kad viņi būs un tā tālāk tā projām. Tas ir viss ir aprakstā.
Kaut kā tā. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Anthony. And it's a foul for Tony Roden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Freaks checked in for Sprint. Horford comes in for Scott. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. On the court for Atlanta, Freak, he's in at center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver.
Nelad.
Calderon kicks to Thomas. He feeds it to Aflalo. Korver with the defensive effort.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Horford goes in. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Horford's got 10 points.
And you look at Horford's game offensively. His mid-range jump shot is as pure as it gets. You gotta say he's probably in that Dirk Nowitzki territory from out there as far as accuracy. Doesn't possess the range that Dirk has, but from mid-range, as good as it gets.
Calderon kicks to O'Quinn. Clock at 4. That ball this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist in this one. The Hawks trail by 4. Kicks it to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And Horford takes about half his shots, Clark, from mid-range. He's so reliable.
He started to shoot the three-pointer as well, Kevin. If he adds that to his package, watch out, he'll be even more dangerous offensively because that mid-range is automatic.
The Knicks have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a
Worst home
record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Baigi kruto tagad tālu 33 punktus vienkārši palaid garām stulbais augsts.
Bottom 5 in field goal percentage against at home field goal defense and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Okolo viņi trīcina tu fucking uz zemi.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out, and you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Subscribe to me and I'll sit back on 10 accounts. That's not the same thing, man. I like to be subscribed from the original accounts, not like from some
right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached.
Unoriginal.
They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And
next time, pal.
Halftime in this one.
And cheers for
Knicks
offer.
Lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Cheers for offer. Ciao, Felipe. Atkal mēs pakāsām. Peļien. Turēs mums nolamās no galas līdz kājām skaties. Es labāk paklusēšu.
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now let's go over that first half. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance to set up. Stay tight on the ball like that. Keep denying them space. We were able to make an impact with our low-post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And when we get the ball, we can look to start the break if it's there for us. But I don't want to push it just because we have some ground to make up. This is where we turn the tables, fellas. Time to get out there and show them what we're all about.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. What can you say? Jose Calderon, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been. And he's been very efficient so far.
Skola, patika, tava grim. Ne poņem. Bet nu labi. Vai ir rokraks, nu nezinu.
Here's Schroeder.
Ir okay, Alfonso. Okay.
Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Давай.
Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony.
Trakais.
And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. Atlanta also making some changes here. Freaks checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. We've got Robin Lopez, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Derek Williams. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Calderon in at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Roten, the pass to Lopez.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was
definitely vienā. Kas tai komandā ir?
Then slamming home the putback.
Yeah, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Gaming,
For that foul, G, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about
unikāls
I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Calderon dishes to Lopez. Can't hit. Great D that time from Freak.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Teague for 3.
Oh, smūgs trīnīt.
That's a crucial 3, Kev. They've cut it close going into the 4th.
Jā, tagad ir Facebook mājaslapa. Tā kā varētu iet apstīties. Pierakstīt. Mēs vinējām? Nē, mēs zaudējām. Bļāviens. 2 punkti.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far.
Jāmin.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of
win you have to take a ton
of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its
kas rītā būs un cikos rītā būs varēs redzēt Facebooka lapā.
Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Tad, kad būs streams, pirms streama es ielikšu, kas par spēli un cikos būs. Tiesnes uzpirkt sev varētu būt.
away tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them
a
boost they needed.
Krist. Aizpats reklamē Facebooka lapu arī.
And the building was
Tā
stunned.
kaut kā.
You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda.
Labākie
People on
momenti.
a CSDP. A crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Nebūs labi. Nebūs labi. Labi, tad, kad nebūs labi, tad mēs kopā būsim abi. Sparkplug badge. Aha. Kaut ko dabūja. Paslikt spēle. No. Tagad man pateiks ej mājās, jā. Jā, viss strādā. Paldies, Ralf.
Word alive, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom.
Man met ārā. Man met ārā. Nā man Call of Duty.
Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I
No man Call of Duty.
I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?
Hopnik is tur bazari.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments.
Izmet man ārā, jej bogu.
He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually
have
love for each other. We're brothers.
Tas ir kaut kāds āks pakās. Cik es neizmet garām metienus, vispār unikāli. Nu nekas, draftē vēl. Neko nesaprotu. Lai tās spēles, bet būs jau labi. Jūs tagad tā karjeru no jauna jāsāki? Što za bardak? Neko nesapratu. Nē, neizmet. Es domāju, kaut kas nav riktīgi. Kā var izmest ārā? Pirms par kreklu neiedā no koviņu un parādīja tādu likadīdu.
I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court.
Es jau nobijos reāli. Godu vārds ar, es tā nobijos. Domāju, nu ir dirsā jāsāk viss no jauna. Cits klubs paņems, iespējams. Četrnieki, jā, rītā būs streams, kā jau teicu. Arni, tu arī apskaties YouTube's mājaslapa aprakstā. Nu, YouTube's aprakstā, kanāla aprakstā ir mājaslapas, Facebooka kanāla mājaslapas links. Un noteikti jau saprotu, ka tajā lapā tiks anocēta visi iespējamie strīmi, kad viņi būs, ko strīmos un tā tālāk tā projām. Tā, lai nav bardaks, lai viss ir normāli, izdomāju tādu variantu. Jā, kanāliņam, nu, ir arī mājaslapa. Tā kaut kā. Ar ko vēlat man veiksmi? Mēģināšu kaut ko vinnāt. Nezinu, kāds izdosies. Tu jau skatījies ļoti labi.
It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball.
Labi.
These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
Oh, izstāvom.
Freaks checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade.
Pēc streamjāt avatāri jau jāsauc bonus
And so the
skaidrs.
game for the Hawks. Freak, he's in at center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. And Durant sends it back. Tries to keep it alive. 6 on the shot clock.
All the defender had to do there was to stay close to him, and he did.
Čo es
the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
T kicks it over to Schroeder.
Jā,
Three-pointer. Shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. come into this one following the loss to the
Nelaižat. Pilnīgi sāprās. Kas teica, ka šitā komanda baigi labā, ķipa met treniņš? Bļin, es viņam varētu visu pateikt, ko es pa viņu domāju. Kod vārds?
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
The kick out to T. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Oklahoma City.
Here's
Roberson.
Sods tās. Šis manā tā parās tā, ka tā skolnieku tīms iepriekšējā strīmā, ka es strīmoju. Baļi, nu, pilnīgi skolnieki vienīgi. Tā ir sods, kur nevajag. Saka domas, ka jāizslēdz mikrofons, apmēram tā ar Alfonso, tur vienkārši skaļi jālamājas, tur nav variantu. Estrīt kanālam ir aprakstā mājaslaps, Facebook mājaslaps nosaukt links saucamais, var apstīties ielu. Jā, Karies sāk kā centrs, tādā žopā. Man ieteica, bet es tagad pilnīgi un galīgi esmu. Nē, es turēšos Es saku, es to cilvēku, kas, bļiet, man ieteica šitos ieteikumus, es varētu pateikt viņam visu, ko viņš domā. Bum.
Here's Freak. And just miss after miss right now.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Tikai pasaka, ka šiem uzbrucējs, ka viņš strādājas, piedēs, kā centrs. O, piespilīt labi. Ak, šitā Ralfs stalkotājs.
Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Jā, ka tur vispār neviens neielaid. Neviens neielaid. Pilnībā neviens nenosēs. Super. Slam dunk, nezinu tā. Nelaid mani. Laid iekšā.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia slam dunk.
Ir iemet.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that
Budenholzer was the Coach of the Year. Gold vienkārši izslēgt. Ko neredz?
But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East. You saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years. Has a wonderful team game. You know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
So he comes up empty at the line. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch
Tur neviens pilnīgi nemāks sektē komandā. Pilnīgākie tūterjāņi. Do bumbu, bļin, iemetīšu.
Teague drives in. Westbrook with the steal.
No, normāli. Normāli. Vienkārši normāli. Man patīk manā komanda. Vismaz ātrāk izmest viņu ārā. Man ārā tās fakinās komandas, bļin.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them.
Sūdīgs centrs, ārā. Sūdīgs. Pilnīga žopa. No.
Now Westbrook. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of health. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
T kicks to Freak. Atlanta again.
Taču tu pa gaisas pat iemest nevar.
You just gotta shake off a miss like that.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Westbrook a screen on Korver. Durant. Second shot opportunity. Horford with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket.
On
that one, they were there.
Here's Freak. And he banks in the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of...
Beidzot. Tikai gribēju no augšu un nesanās. Nezinu, kāpēc no augšu nesanāk.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. There's a screen by Cantor. Durant with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got 9.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Sūdīgi, sūdīgi.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the... And so we conclude the first half. It's the Thunder. As they end the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run.
Kinda vēzis, ne? Wizard X Gaming. Kinda vēzis. Vienmēr, ka ir būs jau labi, jā, gan jau. Man tu lidās nostrosties, skaties. Jāvajadzētu uzpīpot, ka maņi tur strostā. Šas būšu.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. We've got to keep a much tighter handle on the basketball. That part's obvious. I don't want to go over how many possessions we wasted with dumb turnovers in that half. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. Okay, in terms of pace, let's keep things moderate next half. Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it will help us. Last thing is, let's not waste any time. We got to play with a sense of urgency and start cutting into that lead right away. Let's do this.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls.
I
think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg.
I mean,
the Thunder leading by 15.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
That will increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle.
Nemāku šo spēli spēlēt. Vai spēli, ko es nemāku spēlēt. Rītā spēlēšu visu dienu, nevaru vienkārši. Nav. Tīs dienas. Visu vakaru. Man vienalga.
And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts, you were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst match.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Teague kicks to Freak. Teague against Westbrook. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Down low, here's Freak. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And Durant gets it to go.
Gātajā nav ko darīt, te nav mans kļūs. Ja nav savēja iekšā, nav interesanti. Nav ko darīt.
To return the favor with their offense in the paint. Because that has not been up to par.
What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team.
Principā mēģināšu uztaisīt.
And for all the team accomplishments, the Hawks
mēģināšu uztaisīt polu, čipā.
some of his own milestones as well. Had his first
Kāda spēle vairāk cilvēkiem patīk.
Pastīsimies,
vai to polu var uztaisīt mājaslapiņā.
And it's Payne in for Serge Ibaka.
Salikšu spēles, kas man ir, ko varētu dabūt, un varēsiet balsot.
He hits the second from the line.
Jāiet izvēl kādu pupiņu salātu porciju vēl kopu krājumiem. Labs.
Major call, just a consistent presence inside with his 15 points and 7 boards a game.
And Durant gets double teamed.
Out
to the right wing. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. Poked away and stolen by Freak.
Jei, atņēma beidzot bumbu, izdevās man atņemt bumbu.
Looking for his first basket.
Bumbu iedod, bļāja. Ko tu dari, idiot?
And for Horford last year, the
numbers
were
down
a bit, but that wasn't.
Tas ir kaut kas unikāls vienkārši.
Here's Atlanta. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Heinrich is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Paul Millsap and Splitter in at the center position.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually
Ir bumbu atņēmām, malcam.
Strong performances throughout.
Agal atņēma
They've really been strong on the glass.
Kur sēs?
Drives in, left side Durant.
Bardaku.
Knocks it loose. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty.
Kustam.
To the wing right side. And here's Millsap from the arc.
Ui, ko smuki.
Gets the assist. 16
Kad
points
es spēlēs
for
online,
Millsap.
tā kā šitos zamācījušos.
In his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
There's a screen by Canner. Westbrook passes to Durant. Again, Durant missing.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding.
Sāk kaut kāda spēle rasties.
Splitter sets a screen for Heinrich. Feeds it to Freak. Baseline J on the way. He clangs that one off the back
Labi
iron
komanda.
and down at
Tāda, zin. Ne pārāk labi.
We've gone about a minute and a half
Varbūt
into the
pasnās
fourth
labs,
quarter.
kas to lezina.
Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Canner. Pass to
Tur
Durant.
brīvs viņam bļāviens.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go.
Ties, iemet.
Drills the three-pointer.
Gribu redzēt progresu online, liecies mierā. Jāiemācās ir kārtīgi šitas pasākums. Tas nav tas vieglākais.
Heinrich dishes to Hardaway. And he was camped in the lane
Ko
there, and
viņš
he
dara?
gets a 3-second call.
You know, something that's floating around in the
La, la,
sports
la,
world
la.
in the NBA is
Pilnīgi
receding
sāks.
after the playoffs
Pilnīgi
started. For those of
sāks.
you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying
Pilnīgi
that no
sāks.
matter what,
Pilnīgs,
it would play the
pilnīgs,
lower
pilnīgs
seeded
idiots.
team, however you get to those numbers.
Mitch
Apbolē
McGarry's
skaitā
checked in
ir.
for the Thunder.
Mēģināsim
Singler
tikt
comes in for
skaidrībā.
Kevin Durant.
Naču, pasit,
Cancer with
naču. Nu, kur?
It's McGarry atop the key. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. Westbrook kicks to Cancer. 5 on the clock. Can't knock it down from the right
noķēram bumbu. Metam.
Best of game from the floor.
Liec iekšā. Ir.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one
Žēl,
of
ka
those
netika
days
ūduma
where
vai
if
par
it takes
mitapā.
it,
Nu
he
jā.
makes it.
Left side Westbrook. Unloads from 13.
Tur taču neviens nav.
Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the
20
game.
sekundes.
Stolen by Cantor.
Ej, tu nos. Nedod viņam.
Millsap against Singler. He kicks to Robertson. And stolen by
O,
Splitter.
nozagām. Labi, metam.
And here's Heinrich.
Do bumbu, blin.
From 11 feet away. Tries
Met iekšā.
again. And
Ir.
Splitter with the layup.
Really nice
Daudz tev uz
job.
NBA
Put that
rookiebām.
opportunity
Vo.
there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish.
Goda
That's
vārds.
something we say about him a lot.
To the middle. Here's Cantor.
Ak,
And
Dievs,
again,
palaid
Singler
garām.
taking the nice feet on the run.
Sviests.
Wow, what a pass there. He made
Kurš
that
mēs esam
very
pilnīgi
easy
pakāsuši.
basket with that
Čau,
setup.
Artur Gaming. Sveiks kanālā. Izsās griezot iespēlējies, nu, gandrīz vai. Nevarētu teikt, ka beidzot iespēlējies, bet, nu, bišķi labāk jau iet nekā gāja. Bet tas pēdējais bija pilnīgs sviests.
And the Thunder with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Mitch McGarry.
Es
And
pa to
Kevin
pēdējo
Durant is
ritīgi.
subbed in for Kyle Singler.
Nē, tas nebija labi.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Kur es esmu?
Kane comes in for Roberson. And then for Atlanta. Freaks checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway is subbed in for Kyle Korver.
Blin, kas tas ir? Sēdz taču viņa.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Down low. It's Ibaka.
Nu, un ko tas tur apakšā zem groza darīja?
That one will seal the deal
Pateikt,
there.
ko
They've
tas apakšā zem
exploded
groza
here
darīja,
at
kurš
the
neko
end.
Boy, I
neizdarīja?
love the serious killer instinct they've
Hey, the
shown,
bomb.
finishing strong.
8-second
The
difference between the
bombo.
shot clock and the game clock. And there's the 3-second violation.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking because
Tas ir
I
kaut
certainly
kāds
have no
augsts.
idea.
And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball.
Sēdzam. Viņi nogaidīs.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as
Jā,
they get the
laika
win.
nogaidīja.
And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Viņš ir groza stāvien zolē.
All cylinders go. No question.
Man taču izmetīs ārā tās komandas, viņš nav varianti.
Well, Russell, how important was
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Pilnīgs sviests bija šitas. Nē,
Kevin,
viņš
much
reāli,
appreciated,
tas,
and
kas
now
tur
let's
apakšā zem
present
groza
our
vispār
Jordan
neko
player of the
neizdarīja.
game,
Pilnībā.
Kevin Durant.
Bezjēga viņam
He
vispār tur bija
watched a
stāvēt.
marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically
Jordan,
put the
yeah.
game on ice at that point. And from that point on,
Sharp.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet
Čepsa bija
Smith,
prof,
Kevin
Čepsa tikai
Harlan,
normāls igroks. Nu vot. Kaut kā viņi tā dīvaini izslīd ārā no šitiem bloķēšanām, es šito vienkārši nesaprotu. Bet nu labi, pavers, iesim tālāk. Kas būs? Vēl stūlniņi varam pabesīties, teiksim tā. Oļ.
The only color I care about is green.
Yeah, care about this freak. Money. Ko te viņš tur tādu nopirka? Neko noteikti. Dabūjis kaut kādu money un tagad priecājas pa dzīvi. Money, where the funny? spēks. Tīri pīri, traļi vaļi. Rītā ar strīmošu droši vien. Viņš katru dienu jau strīmoja. Nu labi, bija viens izlaidums, kad es to intro taisīju augšā. Nu jā, galvenā nav gatavs. Būs ko noņemties. Tagad tur vēl mūziķņam jāpieliek klāt vai skaņas. Nu, būtu interesanti, ka varētu uztaisīt arī tādu kā iepazīšanās video. Nu redzēsim, padomāsim. Es rāju katru dienu strīmoju, bet tas nesnāk pa dienu, bet vairāk kā pa vakarā. Jūs, ja pēc Latvijas laika, ja pēc Anglijas laika, tad jā, pēc darbiņa. Against James Harden, nu būs pakaļā. Vēlas, ka visu sezoni pakās šitiem Atlantas Hawkiem. Pilnībā. Nē, tā spēle interesanti, var paspēlēt.
Dusk settling over Houston, Texas. Boy, what a great shot of the city right there. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Pilnīgi ieraudzīt, kāds jautājums radās. Nu skaidrs, Raiv. Nē, viss kārtībā, garīs katru dienu strīmoju. Izņēmumi ļoti reti.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
To bombu.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars
that led
the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players.
Oi, sots. Es apkritu.
For the Lions' share of their points came through.
Es reāli apkritu. Ja man kāds kādreiz noziedot to spēlēt, varbūt arī uzspēlēt. Viņi nav. Ko, metam? Dievs!
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Tas nav normāli. Tas nav iemest. Viņi trīcina zāli, bļāviens. Nu, vismaz vienu iemetu.
Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, a complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomized it, Clark.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that collectively without a risk of just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfect.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Nu, tot pas, idiot.
Now, here's Schroeder, defended by Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. Atlanta again missing.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little
Kā tur varēja vispār neiemest?
A 3-ball. And it's Freak with the rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now let's take a look at the number of second chances these guys never give up on a possession. The Rockets
have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night.
Es bloķēju, dabūju sodu.
The second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Tas ir jāmāk. Bloķējot sodu dabūt. Varbūt vispār vienkārši krietni sodas taisīt līdz ātrāk ārā
komandas. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for him.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers.
Came
back to win the series in 7, including Game 6. When I dozed off when they were trailing 19
Es šito nesaprotu.
To wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
The open shot by Brewer.
Tas jau kaut būs iekšā.
So Atlanta will take it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that.
Love it. Malacis.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year, in spite of all the injuries.
Блин.
The three.
Lago, vai.
Atlanta with the rebound.
O, vismaz atracošā, davai. Davai, ieliec, iemet, Džek, iemet.
Cephalosha dishes to Schroeder. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the off. Jones checked in for Cabell. And a change for the Hawks.
3 sekundes met zāles vīds iekšā bija. Labs.
Over the Hawks. Freaks checked in for Humphries.
Jā, šie kanāli, ko tu reklamē, tie ir manu partneru kanāli, teiksim tā.
Corey Brewer is out there with Harden.
Kas ir, ka viņš nevar iedot bumbu?
And it's Capella in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays.
Taču sēdz ar L2, kāpēc viņš nesēd? Es nesaprotu.
He didn't miss a whole lot all night. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable.
Jā, nelaidīs caur, tas ir taču. Vai par apvienot, okay.
In that last game, I mean, he's a cog in their machine. No doubt.
Vienkārši nevar iedot arī piespēles kādu
jāiet no bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Misses off the right.
Iemest arī nevar, Zaja bijis vienkārši tāds tīzlēnis, tas Freaks ir,
baļķi. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts.
Jā, vēl palaiž zem groza, baļķi, pilnīgs tūterjāns vairāk nekas. Kāda jēga, viņš vienkārši viņu palaid garām.
Some slick passing from Harden on that.
Ciest nevaroju šitas spēle. Komandas spēlēja labi. Bomba, baļķi.
He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Super. Tāds ideāls.
Really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
There's the pick. Harden kicks to Capella, puts it up from 17, rebounded by the Hawks. Schroeder's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Kāpēc ņēma centru? Tāpēc, ka Marciplāns maita tāds ieteica. Tāpēc arī ņēma centru.
An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And he came off that screen and the D just didn't.
Kā izvērtums, jā. Šī tāda spēle. Tas manā tā patās tā kā Viperim bija Mortal Kombat. Ir pilnīgi tas pats.
No good. Good work defensively by Horford.
Tiešām nav god defense vispār nav. Bet did a bomb.
Teague against Howard. Teague the pass to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Teague against Harden. Inside, here's Capella, and it's sent back by Horford. So it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Teague. Goes up off the inbound, and Smith puts it in. Smith's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Korver kicks
Great
for
team play. Metam iekšā.
So the whistle
Ei, tu nosīši vēl iemest nevar. Dievs!
Look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right
now.
Second in opponent points per game.
Vēl nevarēja iemest. Tāds malacis. Vienkārši prieki pa visu māju.
When you can be in that company, you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slowed the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on
defense. And the first one drops.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella. Reza comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. Both good from the line that time. And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason.
Kurvić, let's see the odd stuff.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their
last
four buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts. That's just not what they've done. They've got to figure it out.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Here's Beverly. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the rim. Two shots coming up.
Nodarījos, nobloķējos. Vismaz kaut kas.
James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
He misses the free throw. Oh! Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Sāku, ka tev nav puļamot, tev visas tu vien šaudam manā apstāties. Aha, skaidrs. Nu, manā to problēma nav. Nu, davai 33, taču varam salikt, ne, šitos. Ja mēs šitos neslēkam, tad mēs taču esam, nu, kāds tev telefons? Sonic Perry Z3. Čau vispār, Sabīna. Sapcīt, Sabīne kanāliņā aprakstā ir Facebook mājaslapas adresīte, var iet iekšā apstīties. Tur būs viss, kas saistīts ar streamu. Kristu, beidz šitā darīties.
I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. I did, however, like our on.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
All right. Reboundings.
Biggs checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court right now for the Hawks. Teague and Korver are the guards. Mike Scott out there with Freak. And it's Bazemore at the small forward position. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Freak. Freak's got 9 points.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Beverly dishes to Beasley.
Sēdam, neguļam. Ej, tu nost, un kas zem groza bija? Kas bija zem groza?
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt.
But still,
it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
On the basket by Jones.
Boy, I tell you what, he
loves getting looks like that.
No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Pēc 6. gadījumā, ja tu gribi kaut kādu normālu.
Teague, the pass to Freak. Gets stolen by Jones.
Kas tas bija nozaiguma nakal, ja?
Here's Beasley.
Sēdzat.
Kāpēc soli on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Es biju.
And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations from him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country, but now You know, Greg, in his 8th season, bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebound on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level.
For the Rockets, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Beasley. Smith comes in for James Harden. And it's Monty in for Patrick Beverly. Freaks checked in for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Jeff Teague. We've got Monty
Ņemam bumbiņu, labi, metam dzīvē.
And it's Capella in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Korver kicks to Freak. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And their solid play in the paint
continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Ko? Es tomēr nevar būt, ka es biju vainīgs. Light.
Now Beverly.
Beidzās.
Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think Clark made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sidelines. Doris?
Fair. Interessant.
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the present. Dwight Howard.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie.
Okay. Pus 13 punkti, 2, sūdīgi. Pavisam sūdīgi.
I told you, Dom Pagnati always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In fact, not if we trust.
I told you you love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Ak, Dievs, 2 geji tusējās. Fred un Vibin. Vismaz sudraba medaļu dabūja. Es jau domāju, ka sudraba nekad nebūs. Sveiki, kas ir palikuši. Sveiki visiem. Spēlējam tālāk. Kas būs? End of long road trip. Ends. Skaidrs.
Last game is tonight. And I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon. But now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Look at them. Okay. Šis video būs jānosauc nedodiet man bumbu.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Hawks, they picked up the W again, and just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Look here, Splitter is checked in for Horford. Freak comes in for Paul Millsap. Tabo Cephalosha is checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver. And so in the game for the Hawks, Freak in at the 4 spot. Schroeder is out there with Teague. And it's Tabo Cephalosha. And it's Splitter in at the 5 roaming the paint. It's stolen by Arthur. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, they're going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Arthur. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, damn.
The Nuggets leading by 6. And Yusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally Kevin drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Shooter kicks to Freak from 12 feet out. Here's Splitter, and easy 2 points on the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Over in the corner, Moutier. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the paint, here's Chandler. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And, you know, talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia, according to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year. Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer there, boy.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of that move to the hoop.
And here's Schroeder. Here's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up. He misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first.
That's it.
Atlanta making a switch here.
When's the last time I hit the rim?
Oh. Here.
So he gets them both.
Oh.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
19-23 sūdīgi. Jā, ar otro taču paveicās, man likās, ka nav.
Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like to make substitutions? So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most, in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over,
Here,
but
smoke.
just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
We've got Wilson Chandler, Arthur out there with Nurkic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Oh.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He finished with 8 points and did a good portion of his work on the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, the guys coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Count that.
Here. Guys.
Freak's got 6.
Noturēja vēl gaisā. Skaisti.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half.
48 seconds.
Over in the corner, Chandler. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
You sure he's straight on that call?
Denver shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Kas tur bija? Es nesapratu. 3 sekundes. Es biju laukumā. Skaidrs. Jā. Mana vaina.
And the technical free throw is good.
Sviests.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Mums bombos.
Here's Schroeder, 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And not just the scoring, it was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Scheiße.
Leading by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Pass to Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
2 shots.
Jā, disappointings arī tiks. Iemest viņam kādu tomātu.
He misses the free throw.
Teiz, tu ar šito visu. Na. Viņš nevar iemest nevienu.
And he sinks the second.
Vismaz vienu iemet.
Now here's Moutier. Dishes to Chandler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The first one falls. Chandler hits them both.
Tur nebija jēga.
With 1 on the clock.
Ko tu meti, idiot? Tu spēj.
So we reached the end of the first half of...
Smagi, zini, ko darīšu? Es sākšu karēju vispār no nulles. Nafig man centru spēlēt. Ir iespējams vispār sākt karēt no nulles.
Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Tas ir pilnīgs sviests centra spēlē. Papriecājieties, skatieties, kā es zaudēšu.
Look here. Freak checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Kent Bazemore. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta. Freak, he's in at center. Scott is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Teague, and it's Sefolosha in at the 2.
Es viņš vairs iemest nevar. Jā, tas sakt,
Moutier kicks to Harris. Denver passing it around. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
They set the pick. Back to Teague. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Kas tas bija?
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Moutier with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Here's Moutier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard in about the last 10 games in the NBA.
Jūtos, kā Latvijas hokejas izlases komandā, bļāvien, kā sāk neiet tā vispēc kārtas sods tājas.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hawks trail by 13. The dish to Freak, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Nurkic checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Splitters checked in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
And both free throws good for Nurkic.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now.
Nu, pasies, nu, blin, nu, pilnīgi lohi, blin.
Tipped away, and his going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was
yeah, of course. Come on, fucking play better, man.
How about pointless?
Fucking shite.
I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You can do better. Come on, show me. Fucking make the movie.
And the first one at the line is good.
Fucking awful. Shut up and fucking get out of there.
Both free throws good from Mudia.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
Here's Freak. Nurkic with the block.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers.
I won't talk to you, man.
It feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah,
I just won't talk to you.
To do with that, their overall effort and execution has been elite.
On for Coach Budenholzer, Greg. He did spend 19 years with the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clarkie won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
Hey, Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it's worked well for the Hawks.
Just because you accuse me, man, don't accuse the peoples. That's bad. That's really bad, man. You know, that's fucking bad.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
I don't come to you and like I said, oh, you are fucking bad. I don't know, at school, you're fucking awful. I don't do that. I don't come on your channel and tell you're playing bad.
First free throw.
You can understand that.
Check out the stats for Freak. He has 8
That's
points,
fucking rush, man. That's rush. Don't do it.
Most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Atlanta making a switch here.
I got still like a D1.
And both free throws good from Freak. The Nuggets leading by 18. Down low. Here's Nurkic. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Давай измтат на наравно с fucking komandom. Bez jārašita
He
tevis
struggled
pasākums.
mightily at the free throw line in their last
Vēl nevar
game.
iemest.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know
Ball,
he'd
yeah.
like to immediate. And you know, with those
Kāpēc
numbers,
viņš
he
pats
makes the
nemet?
defender hesitant to
Kas
get
viņš
too
ir
tight
pilnīgs
on him. I mean,
augsts?
he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
That's good. And that's 11 points for Freak.
So do you stream GTA 5? Yes, I stream GTA 5.
I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
On the wing, Chandler. There's the pass to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yes, I'm stream GTA 5. Stream GTA 5 better than fucking
And at the end of
basketball.
the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Nuggets on top, ending the third quarter.
I'm always
with a
calm, man,
13-4
but
run.
that
From
game,
the Pepsi Center
that
in
pissed me off,
downtown
man.
Denver.
That's
We're
really
back in a
pissed me
moment.
off. The controls are shite. They really try to block people and just he just turns away. It's fucking shite, man.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident.
And you can see my streams of GTA 5. It's on my YouTube channel, so and like past videos. So yeah, I'm streaming GTA 5 as well, of course. GTA 5, Neverwinter, that shit which are playing at the moment.
The
See many
2K
games.
Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move
Katrā
on
ziņā
to the
atgādāt man
presentation.
vairāk nekad,
Danilo
lai es
Gallinari.
nespēlētu par
He was
sūdu.
the engine that drove this team
Okay.
the whole night.
Paldies.
And his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
The assists were coming fast and furious for him, man. Always sharp, crisp passes that led to easy baskets.
Nebūtu viņa digitālā kopijas, viņa vienkārši kaut kādā šitā te saucamajā giveawayā atdot kādam vienkārši randomā vienkārši izvēlētos cilvēku un es viņam vienkārši aizsūtītu šito basketbola disku pa pastu vienkārši nafik projām. Godu vārds. Es tagad tā arī jūtos.
Thanks for joining us for
Tā kā viņa digitālā kopija, tad ne spied. Kaut kā tā. Es iešu uzpīpāt, man nervi čupā ar šito spēli. Godu vārds.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature. All right, take your man here. He's playing his hair video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge.
Nu, viņi beidzot izmet.
But CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You're the CEO, I'm the CFO.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know.
They be hating.
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't?
Arī labi. Vismaz zinu, kurpēm kaut kāds noiets. Nav. Man pašam nav noiets. Es kaut kā nesapratu, tiešām L2 bloķē, kāpēc viņš nebloķē viņam. To būs augsts. Paspēlēsim vēl vienu. Izspēlēs, cik varēs. Kā jau gaņām, ka kaut kā varbūt piešaušos, es nezinu.
You got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way.
Why didn't you play GTA 5? I would like to watch GTA 5. Well, mate, tomorrow will be GTA 5 probably.
Here we go.
Yeah, tomorrow will be GTA 5, so you can subscribe to the channel, so no problem. Okay, cheers, man. You know, just people asked me to play the NBA. I tried. It's like I'm playing second day only, so second evening, to be honest. I'm not so good at that game. So yeah, I suck in there. You're right, man. Anyway.
That's smoked. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart.
Alright, let's do it.
Clippers trail by 7. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
When I asked him what some of his main concerns are today, and he said they're dealing with a team that can really light it up in the perimeter. And
fucking
defense
is really shite.
From out there, or it could spell trouble all game long, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically, a strength of 79% on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics.
Likās, ka bija vidū, viņš noraustījās, Mike.
And the second free throw, good.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Kept alive, Aldridge.
Oi, ku labi blokus.
The Clippers will retain possession.
Nobleķēja smuki. Vismaz viena lieta es māku. Šobrīd.
Picked by Griffin. Crawford, no one around him. And at last, they get one to fall. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 4. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Rebounded by the Hawks.
And already take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Pierce in the corner. Pierce has got his first bucket in this one.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
And that one's
There's one more from man. Yay.
Slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by Schroeder. Rivers dishes to Aldridge.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Ball stolen. It's Pierce on the wing, covered by Cephalosha. Here's Rivers. The three-pointer off the mark.
Go, 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 go.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
Yes, man.
And they're scoring.
Okay.
And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans. There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard.
We'll
go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Green. Pierce is checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Horford.
Shite.
Freak comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Pierce out there with Griffin. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Aldridge in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor. For the Schroeder kicks to Sefolosha. Here's Freak. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Lakers.
Nice.
Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Clippers in second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Šurāt netrīcēts, neko neredz.
No good on that one.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Atkal jau, zēja balu.
Good on the second free throw. And Doc Rivers passed the 700 mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he's well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
The Clippers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail it. T kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Freak. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Shit.
LA's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by T.
Давай.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the wing. He feeds it to Sefolosha. Freak comes up empty down low.
Kas tas bija? Kāpēc viņš man iedeva bombu?
He could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Pass to Redick. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Oh, yeah, smoky.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc.
Oh, Dievs. Atkal tulās drāzīs mums tā kā tādas maziņās.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. A nice chunk of our offense in the first half came from the low post. And one thing that should definitely do for us in the third quarter is open things up on the perimeter. We should have a lot of room to operate outside. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively.
Nē, skaidrs. Šausmīgi grūti.
Looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get...
For a different look here, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for Green. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul.
Normāli atņem bombu.
And for Atlanta. Freaks checked in for Kent Bazemore. Sefolosha comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court right now.
Tie tur neko neizdarīs. Ārprāts.
Paul Millsap out there with Horford. Then there's Teague. And it's Sefolosha in at the 2 spot. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Splitters checked in for the Hawks. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He had 12 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out and the game is slowing down.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
Paldies, kad skaties.
Sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Now, here's Reddick, covered by Cephalosha. 4 on the clock. From deep. Oh, trying for it.
Oh, gosh, stava je ga.
Ball checked in for the Clippers. Chris Paul. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Teague against Paul. Here's Freak. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the court.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And as
Ciao, ciao.
Both teams playing well.
Nav jēga.